Astro's Playroom on the PlayStation 5 was pre-installed, but back then I hardly touched the game. And this was a very big mistake. Hello my friends and welcome back to my channel Armor4. So this is my first video in HDR, which means I'm recording in HDR, I have to edit in HDR and I will upload in HDR, and I need your feedback about the video quality today. So I did a lot of testing, of course, in terms of settings, and I'm almost sure I found the right settings, but I like to know, of course, how does it look like on your screen? Whatever you're using, TV, smartphone, is it too bright, is it too dark, is it too colorful? Just let me know in the comment section, because then I can improve the video quality. Okay, so one more thing before we start talking about this game, and I know you're tired of hearing this, but I'm putting a lot of effort in my videos, so I would much appreciate it if you can like this video, and if you're new to my channel, please do me a big favor and subscribe to my channel. I would much appreciate it. Thank you very much. And now let's talk about this game. Astro's Playroom is a 3D platformer, and I think it was developed around this gamepad, the PlayStation 5 controller, because all the functions what are inside these controllers are used in this game, and it's just amazing, to be very honest. I mean, the very first time when I tried this controller, and you can hear already the nice sound effects what are coming from the little speaker here. The first time when I tried this controller I was impressed, but after playing this is amazing. Okay, I try not to spoil it too much as always, but of course I like to show you a couple of things, and especially this level was just great. And it took me actually some time to realize what I have to do, because I hardly use the motion function from the controllers actually. And what you have to do is actually you have to press the buttons L2 or R2, but you also have to move your controller, and you can see this is it is absolutely cool. Of course not when you do the wrong thing, but I was so impressed how easy this actually is, and how the feedback is when you're using this, or when you're doing this controls or whatever you call this. This is just, I like it really. And you can do this really quick now. This is just, you know what I mean? But you have to try it. You have to try it. All the feedback what you have here is just amazing. Oh my god, 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 what I'm doing. No. Okay, and now you have to swing. Oh, this is wrong. Can you see this? This is, I really like it. I really like it, I have to say. This is amazing. This is really amazing. And I mean, back then when I tried the PlayStation 5 controller for the very first time, I knew already this is my new favorite controller. But after playing these levels, well, this game, this is just unbelievable. Let's talk about HDR, and this game is probably not the best example when it comes to maximum peak brightness, but in terms of the overall quality from HDR, especially with HGig enabled, this is just amazing. We have so many nice fine details, and again, especially with HGig, I really like this game. It is not too bright, not too dark, and as you can see, there are a lot of things actually brighten up when HGig is enabled. And by the way, we don't have any in-game HDR sliders. And that just means one thing: Astro's Playroom on the PlayStation 5 supports the HDR Calibration Menu, and therefore HGig is the way to go. Just make sure you set it up in the correct way, because if you would do it as I'm doing it at this very moment in the complete wrong way, you would end up with this picture. And if you do it in the wrong way, you will end up with no HDR effect at all. As you can see, there is no difference between HGig and dynamic tone mapping off. The only thing dynamic tone mapping on will make the picture brighter, the whole picture, but still no HDR effects. You can't actually not really distinguish the clouds anymore. And as you have seen before, it was really nice textured. So make sure you set up the PlayStation 5 menu in the correct way. But the question of course is, what is the correct way? If you like to play this game with HDR, which I would recommend by the way, then set up the PlayStation 5 calibration menu in the following way. Increase the brightness until you can't see the sun at all. Next page exactly the same, increase the brightness till the sun is completely gone. And on this page, decrease the brightness until this is grayed out and you're good to go for HDR. And now dynamic tone mapping. If you don't have the option HDR on your TV, then set up the PlayStation 5 calibration menu in the following way. Make sure dynamic tone mapping is disabled. If you can't disable it, there's no problem at all, because the difference between dynamic tone mapping on and off in this menu is not very big, okay? But I found on my LG CX it is the best way to turn it off and then increase the brightness until I can't see the sun at all, and then I go 2 ticks back and now I can barely see the sun. We're going to the next page and we do exactly the same. We're increasing the brightness until I can't see the sun, 2 ticks back, and that's how we accept it. And here exactly the same as with HDR, we're going down until this is grayed out. And then of course, we're turning dynamic tone mapping on and you're good to go. Many people preferring dynamic tone mapping on over HDR because DTM on can gives you a little bit of a brighter picture, overall brighter picture, but yeah, this is hardly the case in Astro's Playroom because there are so many things going on the screen in terms of HDR. Even you can't see it at the moment, but I mean, have a look here between HDR and dynamic tone mapping off. How much is changing here? And this is what I was talking about. So this game is not made for maximum peak brightness. This game is for HDR details. And it is just amazing how much more on textures actually you can see, or details you can see when I switch from dynamic tone mapping off to HDR. This is just amazing. Have a look here. I hope my camera can catch this at the moment, but this is what I'm talking about. HDR is not always about maximum peak brightness, it's about details. And at this very moment, dynamic tone mapping on is actually slightly darker than HDR. Can you see this? So there's a little bit of a difference, and darker, okay? And it doesn't matter how I'm setting up the PlayStation 5 menu in terms of HDR or dynamic tone mapping on, the result was always the same. In many situations, HDR offers you a brighter picture. Of course, there are situations, and we're just using the slide now, where dynamic tone mapping on is giving you or gives you a brighter picture, but to be very honest, those situations are rare compared to the HDR moments, to be very honest. Because when we're talking about this now, let me just kick this guy, then even here, dynamic tone mapping on is darker. I hope you can see this. Darker, and with HDR brighter, much better. But of course, when we're looking in this direction, DTM on gives you now a much brighter picture. But again, in most of the cases, when you follow the path from the game and you're just playing the game, then HDR is just better. Just give me a second. And this game makes so much fun. Okay, so in my opinion, HDR is the way to go. Okay, my friends, so that's already for this video, and I hope you liked it, and I hope you actually enjoy this game. So I would really recommend to give it a try, because it is just a lot of fun. That's how it is, and you can learn so much more about your controller actually. And this is just give me a second. Let's just fly here. I don't want to spoil it too much, but it is just fun. Oh my god, okay, sorry. Motion controller, motion, okay. Anyway, let's go down here. Perfect, okay. Anyway, I say thank you very much for watching me, and please again do me a favor, put some feedback about the video quality in the comment section. And if you're new to my channel, you know what to do, please subscribe. I would much appreciate it. Thank you very much. In diesem Sinne, over and out. See you guys next time. Bye.